I've seen lots and lots of videos on how to make money as a teenager. But the problem is that 90% of them are clickbait, 5% of them are legit, and the other 5% involve pity money, which basically means people giving you money because they feel bad for you. And I'm not going to include those. So today I decided to make an honest guide on how to actually make money. This will include how to make immediate money and more long-term solutions. So, without further ado, let's get started. First of all, selling stuff at school. So, let me give you a little bit of a story. So, about 2 years ago, my class had this system where you get $5 every single week. And I decided to sell some lollipops so I could make even more. And in one single day, I made 100 of those dollars, which basically means I made 20 weeks of a salary in just one day. And the thing is, I could actually buy things at school with that school money. The reason I talked about this first is because it's short term. This isn't a long-term way to make money. It's just a quick way to earn a couple of bucks. Second, I don't know if this would still work because of the pandemic. Teachers before didn't really care that much, but now because of germs, they might care a lot more about you selling candy. And the third reason I talked about this first is because it completely depends on your teacher. Your teacher might be really strict and send you to the principal's office because you're trying to sell candy. And that's why this is the first one. Okay, now that we got through one way that actually works, let's talk about one way that doesn't. And that is money making apps. Just avoid these. Many YouTubers say that you can make hundreds of dollars by just doing a couple of surveys. But either they're just clickbaiting you or saying lies. You can't make hundreds of dollars doing surveys. You just can't. From my experience of trying this for 1 hour, I only made $1. So most likely you'll only make $1 to $2. And for you, this might seem like a lot. So you could do this. But I personally think that there are much better ways to make money and spend your time. Don't get me wrong here, you could actually make money. But the problem is, there are just 1,000 better ways that you could do it. Other than the fact that you can't make that much money, it's very brain-numbing and annoying. So that's why I think you should definitely avoid this one. The second way is by investing. Investing is a really good way to make money. If you figure out what to buy and hold for a couple of years, then you can make thousands of dollars. And rather than spending all of that money on video games, if you just invest $1 every single day into the Pioneer Fund and you're 16, then by the time you retire, you will have $1,037,787.08. If you invest into the Pioneer Fund, then you could easily get a lot of money with just a tiny bit of money every single day. And more importantly, this will actually help you in the future when you actually need that money to live. So this all seems really great, but the reason I put investing as a second is because of 3 reasons. Number one, it's long term. You have to wait a couple of years if you want to make a decent amount of money. But if you do wait a couple of years, then you could make a decent income. Number two, you actually need to do research on where to put your money. And number three, you probably need your parents' permission. Okay, now we went over two really good ways and one thing that you should always avoid. So let's go over another thing that you should avoid, and that is things that seem too good to be true. There are lots and lots of videos on YouTube titled "This Changed My Life." They just spend a couple of minutes playing a game, and they say that after 1 hour you can get up to $2,000. Like you actually have to be kind of dumb to fall for these, but they're just keep on popping up. So that means that people somehow fall for them. They turn off the like and dislike counter, and they also fake comments. So people think that this is actually legit. They spend 1-2 hours just grinding out a game to a certain level, but they get absolutely nothing. They just fell for a scam. Number 3, get really good at a school. So let's say you got a really high score on the SAT, or you're great at tennis. Parents might send their kids to you because number 1, you are about their age, and number 2, you're not as expensive as a professional. But even though they're not a professional, you can still make a lot of money. And the best thing is, this is not pity money. People don't pay you because they feel bad for you. People pay you because they want to get better at a skill, and you're teaching them that skill. Okay, now that we went over a great way on how to make money, we have to look at something you should avoid. And that is avoid spending everything. This is not about making money, but avoid spending everything you have. So, save. If you make $5 every single day, don't buy a brand new $60 game from the eShop every 12 days. Save $1 or $2. I know, as a kid, it doesn't matter. You don't have to pay for bills, food, or rent. But your bad spending habits will stick to you as an adult. So please don't be stupid with money. And if you are stupid with money, don't complain how you can't save. Just please don't. Next one is YouTube. YouTube is a really great way to earn. But don't do it just for the money. Because if you're doing it just for the money, then you'll be a robot, and no one wants to watch some robot talk. If you make a good video on a topic a lot of people search for, you will get views, and that's a fact. And if you make a couple of those videos every single month, then you'll have a lot of fun, get better at editing, have more patience, improve your vocabulary skills, get better at speaking, and maybe make some money on the side. But the main thing is, never do YouTube with money as the main focus. Cause you'll hate your job. And you know, when you hate your job, you won't be enthusiastic. And when you're not enthusiastic, you'll be a robot. And not too many people want to watch a robot sit down on a chair and talk for 14-15 minutes straight. The next thing is, do small things around the neighborhood. I know things like mowing lawns are very obvious, but a lot of people forget that on their quest to make money. And people won't pay you just because they feel bad for you. People will pay you because that kid right there is mowing my lawn, 50% cheaper than the company I used to hire. So this kid's a genius. They might want you to mow their lawn, do flowers, or stuff like that. And doing things like this will actually help you in the future. The amount of effort you put into things could be higher. You will become better at mowing, gardening, investing, selling. And you can become smarter or dumber at managing money. But anyways, that's the end of this video. Which tip do you think was the best? Well, don't forget to put that down below in the comment section, because I'll try my best to read every single comment. Also, have you dropped a like Oh, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel because that'll really help out the YouTube algorithm. But let's not waste any more time with this outro. So until next time, I'm Shri.